start off by telling me why you're running for fire commissioner?
Well, I've lived in the community for over 30 years, and I've been a firefighter both locally and for other agencies. I was recently approached by several firefighters that live in the community, also work for Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue, and was asked to run based on my knowledge and experience and background and involvement in the community. The current position is occupied by somebody who was appointed, and so this will be an opportunity for the public to decide for themselves who they think will best represent them as far as the position on the commission. Best represent them, period.
Perfect. And then moving on to my second question, what experience do you have that makes you stand out to others?
Yeah, I came to Ellensburg in the mid-90s and began volunteering for Ellensburg Fire while I was attending Central Washington University. Once I graduated from the paramedic program there, I stayed on as a career firefighter and paramedic for Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue. I was there in total about 10 years before I took a job on the west side of the mountains with a larger urban fire district, and retired in 2017. Moved back to
You're good.
In 2017, I retired from the fire service, and my wife and I invested the bulk of our net worth into downtown Ellensburg to rehabilitate some historic buildings and create some desirable spaces for dozens of small local businesses to thrive.
If you were elected, what would you bring?
So if elected, due to my knowledge and experience in the fire service and having been a volunteer and career firefighter in this agency as well as other agencies, I think I have a unique perspective and an ability to bridge the gap in communication between the volunteer firefighters, the career firefighters, the administrative staff, and board members, but most importantly, the community, and represent the community and make sure that we're achieving the highest level of service possible within the funding that's been approved by the voters.
Really well said. What do you believe that Kittitas County needs in a fire commissioner?
Sorry, say that again.
What do you think that the county needs in a fire commissioner?
Well, I think the fire commissioner needs to first and foremost represent the community. There's the fiscal responsibility aspect, but the reality is that the board members don't have the unilateral authority to raise taxes. That would always be put to a vote and decided by the taxpayers. What the commissioners need to do is work within the amount of money and funding approved by the voters and optimize how that money is spent. And there's lots of ways to do that. Additionally, there's potentially additional revenue sources that can be pursued and optimized so that we can maintain or even improve the level of service in our community without asking the taxpayers for more money.
Awesome. And that's all the questions I had written down. Is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you'd like to speak on or elaborate about?
Just that I think the current issues with Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue is a very simple problem, but very complex solutions. And the simple problem, as I see it, is that the call volumes are increasing beyond the ability for the department to keep pace. And so, you know, there's a lot of ways we can try to address those issues, but to maintain the level of service that the public has relied upon for so long, we'll need to make some difficult decisions as far as how we're going to optimize the service and be responsible with the budget.